Hey, good day to you. This is Rain, founder of Forex 100. Today on the weekly market analysis expert level, I'm going to share with you something that I usually don't, and that is because many of times when I share a trading analysis and really share it out, I will not review it, but I find that there are a lot of teaching opportunity over here, and that's why we are here. And this week pair will be pound yen. Alright, so have a look on the daily chart. What we have over here is a bullish trend. Some of the really important stuff is that you can see that the high price is getting lower and lower. However, the support price is still stand still. So this could be an inverse descending triangle on a bigger picture. It's possible for it to crash downwards. We have to acknowledge that. Down to the 4-hour chart, let's have a look over here. We have a rather strong bearish movement, and over here it become a weaker bear, then the bearish trend continue. Okay, so it's a bearish trend while the daily chart is on a bullish trend. Okay, 1-hour chart, let's have a look over here. While 1-hour chart, if you are looking at this screen base, if you read it as a sideways movement, nothing wrong with that, but it is tilted more towards the bullish. All right, so sideways 4-hour chart is bearish and daily chart is bullish. So what is what? You can treat the time frame as individual trading setup if you have that questions. If not, stay tuned. I'm going to share with you. Scan this QR code that will bring you to our student portal over here, and this is where you can interact with us, share with us your trading setup. And interesting fact is that I started off trading pound yen 17 years ago. So this is my first pair. I've been trading just this pair for many years until the spread raised from 4 pips all the way to 14 pips. All right, so if you scroll down further, even you can start to learn how to analyze the market, to be able to read it, whether it's a bullish or bearish trend. And that's super important, because when you do that, then you will know whether you are trading with the trend or against the trend. Super important. And of course, there are some trading strategy you can use offhand. And if you scroll down further, you can see that pound yen, even before it hit the potential head and shoulder level range, I've said that there is a potential, and I've already put in the entry stops and targets already. Okay, and the best part is the trade engage. I have reduced the stop loss to almost 50%. Come on, and just like a couple of pips away from 50%, 102 versus 54 pips. All right, so if you click this link over here, it will zoom in the version. We can see clearly, and this is the dotted line I'm talking about, that I want to see how the market interact, and if there's a sign of reversal, I'm going to go in aggressively buying it. This is my most aggressive trading strategy, and that's because there are filters that I put it in, so don't just follow blindly. If my students, you should know what are the filters. And I've been trading this for like 17 years. This is one of the strategies I've been trading for 17 years. And what you can see is that later on, the market went in favor 40-50 pips of my first target, and retest the same level without violating it, because it didn't break and close below. And I'm going to talk about this pair right now. All right, so if you're serious about this, what's really important, of course, for traders, we want to be profitable trading setup, but what's really important is, does your analysis stand? Okay, the level you're looking at, is it a critical level? Is it important level that traders is going to decide whether it's going to go bullish or bearish? Correct? All right, so you have seen enough. I got thousands of trades. I think 2,000 over charts I've posted on TradingView already. More than enough to show that I'm not your Insta trader. We need to show you how much earning and stuff like that, which doesn't really give much value. That's what I feel. All right, so head back to the daily chart. Just before that, you can reach me out in these 7 social media platforms. I will get more involved in Clubhouse than ever. And you can just check out my Instagram for updates and stuff like that. And of course, Telegram is the best. Okay, well, let's head back to pound yen. On the daily chart, what I have over here for you is a bearish channel. Okay, you can see how I ignore the bearish or rather the potential inverted descending triangle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, still not it yet. All right, so well, if you have different view, you can definitely do it. Nothing wrong with that. I just find that it's more towards the bearish channel. Although this is not super parallel, but I think it's good enough. All right, so strategy over here rather simple. Touches this point, I'm going to short. Touches this point, I will see whether there's a buying opportunity of the lower time frame. To the 4-hour chart, well, what I have is a deep bearish Gartley and a deep bullish Gartley pattern. I find that let's hide it. Both is just as possible. I'm leaning towards the buying of the bullish deep Gartley pattern. All right, and to the 1-hour chart, this is the famous head and shoulder formation I'm looking at. And once the market reach this price 162.66, I'm going to close SLE. All right, so from ISL, initial stop loss, to SLR, stop loss reduce or reduction. One more thing that I seldom use because I don't reduce the stops. All right, and the reason why I have the opportunity to do that, because the first trading setup, I just want to be safe. I throw the stop loss a bit further so it won't get whipsaw out. Okay, once I saw that it has stabilized at that dotted line, the previous dotted line over here, that is when over here, when it happens, that's when I shifted the stops. All right, so what I have over here is that well, if the market break and close below this low point, then I might have a deep bullish Gartley pattern. Completion price about 161.46, which is easily 100 pips. You see, 160.45. All right, easily 100 pips away from the 4-hour deep Gartley pattern. All right, so as traders, sometimes if the market reverts against us, of course, finger crossed, I don't hope that it happen. I've engaged this trade as well. If it happens, we just have to be objective about it and to see if there's any other trading opportunities that can get us back on track. And of course, when that happens, we have to still engage it. That's being professional. All right, so being traders doesn't mean that you strike 100% win rate. That's impossible. Anyone that show you that, run as far and as fast as possible. You can drop me a note, we can have a chat, or you can request it. I can have a talk on Clubhouse and you can go and re-listen those. But it's just not possible. As a traders, it's a very, very different environment where we profits from the market doesn't necessarily means that we have a high win rate. In fact, most traders that I know of, professional traders, their win rates are between 40 all the way to 60+% on a long-term basis. All right, so however, their portfolio are just amazing. There are tips and tricks how to be profitable even with such a low accuracy. That's all I have for you today. If you are really interested to learn how to trade, you are committed to it, drop me a note. We will see if you're a good fit before we accept you. That's pretty much I have for you today. Till then, remember always plan your trade and show your plan. Have a great trading month ahead. Take care.